welcome back to my channel. It's Ashley here, and if you are new, hey girl, hey. So first of all, let me just say that I am outside. I'm in the garage. My car is still in here. It's very messy, you guys can see in the back, and you saw my organizational video when I got this together, but my garage got right back messy. It's terrible, y'all. But anyways, I'm out here today. We are going to be doing a thrift flip. So I got these. Oh, and also I think like the whatever the little thing is where it's your air conditioner, I can't think of the name right now, is going. So I hope that you guys really can't hear that. But anyways, let's get into what this video is about. So I got these magazine holders from the thrift store, and I'm about to totally transform them. What I am thinking about doing is making like a little like foot stand, or just like a little stool type thing, or maybe like a little mini bench or something like that with it, and we'll just see how that goes. Maybe it could just be like a really cool plant stand or something. We'll see. I have the vision in my head, and we're gonna see if it really works out the way that I envisioned, which I'm hoping it does. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing I started to do was just remove the fabric from these magazine holders. So as you can see, it was really easy, thank goodness, to rip this right off. I didn't bother doing the inside because that would have been too much work. So I just was going to paint that. After I ripped all of the fabric off, I took this inside and I washed this in my sink. After I did that, the next thing I did was I just started to paint these. So I did like 2 coats, and I did that for the front, back, and the top. Next, I decided to add this stencil on top. So I loved the flower pattern because honestly my whole mind was set on like this is just going to be like a cute little plant stand, so I thought that these little flowers would be perfect. So I am using my Dixie Belle mud. You guys know I love to use that to create a nice raised stencil, and it gives it nice texture. So I added this to the front and the back of both of these magazine holders. So after you add the stencil, you can definitely paint over it, or you can like put a stain over it or wax or something like that, but I just left it the white color on top of the cream color that I used. The next thing I did was I started to add wood to the top. So I am using scrap wood. I have tons of wood that I need to use, so I'm using that for the top. So I just added these pine boards to the top, and then now I'm just going to mark where I need to cut them. So I did use that little 1x2 piece because I did not feel like cutting any of the boards in half with my table saw, so I just used that and it worked out perfectly. So the next thing I did, of course, was sand these pieces down. So I just rounded out my edges, and then of course I smoothed the tops. So if you do have some pieces that have like these stamps on there, all you have to do is take like an 80 grit sandpaper and sand those babies right out, and you'll be good to go. Before I added the wood to the top, I just went ahead and painted the inside of this with the same color paint that I used for the outside. After that, it was time to attach my boards, so I'm just using some wood glue to attach them. I did stain my boards the color golden oak, and then now I'm just going to place them on top, and then after I got them in place, I just took my nail gun and I nailed them to the top. So I didn't have to really use my wood clamps because the pieces were nicely flush together anyway, so I didn't need to use those to make sure that they were nice and tight. Now the next thing I did was I sealed this piece. So you can either use this spar urethane if you're going to be using it outside, or you can just use an interior water-based urethane and add that to the top. But I took the easy route and I just spray painted this indoor-outdoor spray paint onto this piece to seal it. And the last thing that I did was I did a few touch-ups. So I had some inner portions that I missed when I was painting, so I just painted those, and that was it. And here we go, a nice little plant stand, because that is what I am using it for. But this could definitely be like a little mini bench or just like some decor that you can put stuff on, but I'm definitely going to be placing plants on this. I love how this turned out. When I first spotted these magazine holders, I knew that I was going to flip them over and create some type of stand. So I'm so glad that it actually worked out, and I love how this turned out. As I said, I love the textures on the side with the stencil vertical, being raised, and the color scheme is so me. You guys know I love that golden color that's close to like bamboo-ish looking with the cream and the white. It's just me, y'all, it's just me. But you can definitely add color to this. So if you do come across magazine holders like this in a thrift store, definitely pick them up because this is something that you can do with them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below to let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.